Okay, so imagine a plate, right? Just bursting with Mediterranean sunshine. You've got these chewy grains, salty cheese, bright vegetables, and it's all tied together with this really simple, zesty dressing.
Sounds fantastic.
Exactly. Today we're doing a deep dive into exactly that. The Mediterranean Pearl Couscous and Halloumi Salad.
Right.
Our source is episode 05 of Bite the Mic. And our mission basically is to pull out all the interesting bits about making it, the ingredients, the whole experience.
Yeah, and what's great here, I think, is how those, fairly simple ingredients work together. It's not just the list. It's the textures, the flavors. It really shows you don't need super complex stuff for amazing food.
Totally agree. Okay, let's kick things off with the base then. The Pearl Couscous. Now, this isn't that tiny stuff, is it?
No. It's the larger kind, sometimes called Israeli couscous. The recipe calls it tender, chewy, and toasty, which is spot on.
And cooking it sounds pretty straightforward.
Oh, absolutely. The recipe says just simmer it in water or maybe broth for extra flavor for about 10 to 12 minutes.
So boil the liquid, add the couscous.
Yep, then turn the heat down, cover it up, let it soak everything in.
And then fluffing it with a fork at the end.
Crucial step. Keeps it light, stops it clumping. Simple, but it makes a real difference to that final texture.
Gotcha. Okay, moving on to, well, maybe the star for some people.
Yeah.
The halloumi, that golden, salty goodness.
Hey.
Yeah.
The recipe talks about that golden and salty edge. That's definitely what you're aiming for.
So how do we get that perfect sear? Is it tricky?
Not really, just need a hot skillet. Seriously, like a minute or two per side is usually enough.
Okay.
You want that gorgeous brown crust, but you don't want it to, completely melt.
Right.
And that contrast, the warm, slightly crispy cheese against the cooler salad stuff,
Yeah.
that's where the magic happens. Then slice it up after.
Good tip. What are some common mistakes someone might make searing it? Like maybe the heat's wrong.
Yeah, or maybe overcrowding the pan. That's a classic one. You end up steaming it instead of searing it. It gets a bit rubbery then.
Okay. Makes sense. And speaking of texture, we've also got pine nuts in here.
Right, for crunch.
The recipe says toast them. Dry skillet, a couple of minutes.
Exactly, just until they're golden. It adds this lovely kind of delicate crunch. Small step, big impact.
Oh.
Toasting doesn't just help the texture, it really brings out that nutty flavor too. You know, that Maillard reaction thing.
Right, the browning.
Yeah, adds complexity. Simple heat transforming an ingredient.
Cool. Okay, and then freshness comes from the veggies.
Yeah.
Cherry tomatoes, cucumber, red onion, parsley.
A great mix. Half tomatoes, diced cucumber, really thin red onion slices, chopped parsley. Looks amazing too, all that color.
Yeah, it sounds visually appealing.
And they all bring something, don't they? The juicy tomatoes, crisp cucumber, that little sharpness from the onion, and the fresh parsley lift. It's all about balance.
Definitely. Now the dressing, super simple. Olive oil, lemon juice.
That's it. The recipe calls it zesty, clean, and pure.
Plus salt and pepper, obviously.
Right. To taste, you really don't need much more when the main ingredients are good.
So just drizzle and toss.
Gently, yeah. The olive oil gives it richness. The lemon cuts through that richness, brightens everything up. It's classic Mediterranean for a reason.
So putting it all together, the recipe mentions a melody of texture, temperature, and taste. Chewy couscous, warm halloumi,
Crunchy nuts.
juicy veg, that bright dressing. It sounds like a really complete bite.
It really is. And it's so versatile, like the recipe notes. Light enough for lunch.
But hearty enough for dinner, too.
Exactly. And perfect for sharing, like at a potluck or something. Have you found simple salads like this tend to go down well?
Oh, definitely. Always a crowd pleaser. And just quickly, the practical side, prep time 15 minutes, cook time 15 minutes.
So total time only 30 minutes. Pretty good.
Yeah. And around 420 calories a serving, based on 4 servings.
Which is great, right? It shows how you can get a really flavorful, pretty healthy meal without spending hours in the kitchen. Good ingredients, simple methods.
So wrapping up this deep dive, this Mediterranean Pearl Couscous and Halloumi Salad from Bite the Mic. It's quick, it's packed with flavor, it's balanced. You've got all those lovely contrasting textures, those bright tastes, and it seems really achievable for anyone to make at home.
It really does, and it makes you think, doesn't it? Consider how just putting together these simple, fresh things can almost like transport you somewhere sunny.
Yeah.
So what other simple combinations, maybe things you already have in your kitchen, might hold similarly, delightful surprises?